Hey guys, Rob here with McDojoLife. In today's McDojo Breakdown, we're going to talk about a martial arts instructor who seems to be a jack of all trades. He's an expert in Chi, he's an expert in magic, he's an expert in Wing Chun, and he's also an expert in being a complete fraud. Let's check out the videos and let's break it down.
We want to look at methods for seizing energy. I feel the line with my awareness and then grab and switch the magnetism on. So this is the exercise we did yesterday. Then give yourself some distance. Here I want you to feel the field and then grab. And then go a little bit further and grab. And then from a distance, tap your hand onto the person's core and pull. Once you grab, you can grab the matrices and inflict pain through the nervous system. You can generate paralysis. You can grab and make a person giggle like a little kid. You can take all these little roots of when you've latched on, because you're holding the nervous system, you can stimulate whatever effect you want.
The man you just got done watching in that video doing what seems to be some type of Mortal Kombat soul steal goes by the name of Sifu Mark Rasmus, and according to his website is an instructor in something called Elastic Force Qi Kung, which you probably guessed already is something he invented. On his website, he describes it as synthesis of the hermetic sciences with human movements to activate fascia and develop internal power. You know, like internal power like he did earlier where he was moving the guy with his mind or his chi or whatever he wants to call it. Crazy. But I digress. Also on his website, he gives a nod to say that he studied under a guy named William Cook Edwards in the 1980s.
Who the fuck is that guy?
Well, I'm glad you asked. William Cook Edwards, aka Bill Edwards, is the founder of something called the Life Force Institute. He believed that with the proper training, that human beings could develop superhuman abilities like psychic powers or clairvoyance. Mr. Edwards was also a writer, and he was an author of a lot of books, such as Mysteries of Clairvoyance Revealed, Healing Energies, Reincarnation, Fear Has No Boundaries, Human Soul Sensing Through Objects, Exorcism, Fear of the Unknown Possession, Psychic Attack 1, Minor but Destructive, Psychic Self-Defense, and many more. Now, all those books that I just listed were all non-fiction books, but he also wrote a fictional book called Children of the Universe. Where have we seen this before? Where there's a guy who writes fiction, but also writes non-fiction, and then starts something that seems to be a church. Seems familiar. Scientology. So why do I put so much emphasis on that guy when this video is clearly about Sifu Mark? Well, if Sifu Mark thought so highly of this guy to literally make him the only person he gave a nod to in his bio about his training, it's clear to see that the apple probably doesn't fall far from the psychotic tree. And according to the Life Force Institute's website, apparently this guy got his start by really spreading information through martial arts schools, which makes a lot of sense since that seems to be how Sifu Mark found the guy. Seems to be anyway. I'm just guessing it makes sense. I don't know about you, but if I walked into a martial arts class and this guy was there and he's teaching about psychic powers and attacks, I probably would leave. He definitely wouldn't be the only person I'd label on my bio either. Now, getting back directly to Sifu Mark, on his website, he says that he's been training since the 1970s. That's over 50 years of martial arts experience, and in all of that 50 years of martial arts experience, couldn't sniff out that bullshit. Rather, he teaches it. And as a matter of fact, you can find 11 years worth of content on his YouTube channel. Just like every other person that I've ever done a breakdown on, I go through their YouTube stuff and I try to find as much content as I possibly can about them, and I watch all of it. And holy crap, what a boring channel. The overwhelming majority of the content on there is either him sitting on his couch talking about crazy nonsense, or it's him just wandering through random streets. You don't even see him, and he's just like talking at his phone. But I did it. I did it for you guys. So I sat there and I watched hours of his content. So to save you guys the trouble of that entire snooze fest of trying to watch through all of his content, I picked out some nuggets I thought you guys would enjoy. The first one I thought you guys would find super interesting is all the way back in 2011 when he posted it. It's literally him talking about controlling someone else's mind. Like, he's moving his hands around and like manipulating the dude. I mean, check it out.
You'll have your partner's mind, because each time your partner does it, you become familiar with their balance, where their mind is, and then you can put it on your feet, set it balance, and then create the different types of effects. Once you've got the position they put the energy in, you can start playing with any way that you want. So you can pull it up and get these different types of attachments on.
That was just standing. Now, he did another one that was like even crazier, and he doesn't even touch the dude, and it's him sitting in a chair. Check that one out.
And after, you can start playing. So, and when you're doing it this way, what you're after is adhering to his mind.
If I was going to pretend to have some kind of supernatural powers and I had like followers blindly following, believing that I could do this kind of stuff to them, I would just like pretend to sack tap them from across the room or like tweak their nipples just to see if they would go along with it, because it's clearly brainwashing and a cult. As I started scrolling a little bit more through his videos as well, I found this video, which is literally him trying to teach you how to be clairvoyant. And so if you want to listen to some mind-numbing nonsense, you are more than welcome to do so. But it was so weird that I just couldn't even clip it out and bring myself to put it on here because it's horrible. Like I said, the majority of his videos were utterly boring. But there was one that I found he called electromagnetic fluid. And it's like him using his fingertips to like move a guy around the room with just his fingers. Like, check it out. I mean, first off, they're clearly in a dude's house, right? There's a little taekwondo thing like on the rack right over here somewhere. There's like a mattress on the wall. And the reason he has a mattress on the wall while he's sitting is he's concerned that when he does these little pushes of his fingers that he's gonna throw the guy like through the drywall or something. I'm not making this up. Like if you watch a lot of his videos, he's like doing this and throwing people into like all kinds of like containers or barriers or whatever it is. But at the end of the day, that mattress to me just kind of looks gross. It's kind of like brownish and looks maybe a little stained and probably not the most sanitary. But then again, it looks like they're just in someone's like closet of a bedroom. I don't know why that guy has a taekwondo pad there either, because he should throw that thing away, because clearly he's lost his mind if he thinks that any of this is legitimate. But you can just see he's just using his fingertips, a little boop, and then all of a sudden the guy flies back. It's no effort whatsoever, and he's claiming that this is his chi. He's able to harness and project that into the human and like throw him back without being able to do really much of anything. He's just squeeze the elbows a little bit and boop, and then the guy flies over. It's nonsense, but it's funny to watch. Some of you out there might be thinking to yourself, well, what if I want clairvoyance and psychic powers and the ability to throw people around the room with my chi? Well, don't you worry, because he's got just the thing for you on his website. He's got workshops and seminars available. You can even do online training. And for the low price of just $2,500, you too can learn Elastic Force Qigong. For that money, you get a 10-day workshop, which is full of 40 hours worth of training, which is just 4 hours of training a day for $2,500. That's a steal. So some of you are probably out there going, well, that's just the course. What if I want to dive deep and become an instructor? Well, problem solved. According to his website, to become an instructor, all you need to do is pay for that course. And then after you've taken that course, it's a minimum of at least a year of training continued afterwards. That's right, you heard me correctly. For just 1 year and 10 days is all that's required for you to become an instructor. Hell, I know kids out there who couldn't learn how to tie their shoes in a year and 10 days.
Can't tie your shoes?
I can't tie my shoes, but I can fuck your bitch.
Damn!
Punk ass kid. It's time to give this guy some Dillmans. I'm not gonna lie, this one's tough because my normal 5 Dillmans doesn't seem to be able to do it. I mean, hell, even Dillman didn't believe some of the crazy stuff this guy's teaching. I mean, even on this guy's website, he believes in magical evocation. You can learn about all kinds of other stuff. I mean, the guy that he learned from clearly was off his rocker, and this guy seems to have bought a hook, line, and sinker. So I'm going to do something I don't normally do, man, and I hope you guys look into this guy a little bit more because it's pretty insane stuff. I got to give this guy 6 out of 5 Dillmans. I mean, I've never had to do that before, but it seems like the appropriate thing to do now. I mean, he's moving the guy around without touching him, yeah, but he's also just absolutely insane with some of the stuff that he's trying to teach people that you just can't do. Not just like the chi power stuff, but like this extra psychic power abilities you just don't have. It's not going to happen. I don't care how much money you throw down this guy's throat. You are not going to magically be able to touch an object and then sense something that happened with it. You are not going to get clairvoyant just because this guy says he can make you so. He is not clairvoyant, I promise you. I got to know, though, what you guys think about this. If you have our emojis because you're a member, please, by all means, drop those Dillmans in the comment section. I got to know exactly what you think about this. Now, the part that has become one of my favorite parts of the video, I get to find out if you watched this entire video. So, here's the question of the day. Do you believe in any type of supernatural abilities? I gotta know. We're talking psychic abilities, telekinesis, clairvoyance, anything like that. Do you yourself believe that it is possible to develop these skills? Let me know in the comment sections below before you leave your comment about what you thought of this video. As always, thank you all for the likes, comments, shares, subscriptions, and all that other crap people online tell you to do. Keep the martial arts legit.
Things just haven't been the same, living strange.